Greetings to the Man Enough podcast. My name is Hector Cintron. I am 19 years old and I am from Williston, Florida, my beautiful hometown. When I was starting to read Justin's book, I started to identify myself in those same experiences that he went through. When I started to go to high school, I started being bullied. I started being judged. I started being called out these words and these names that I don't like being called and no reason for it. I started to question myself. Why am I being treated this way? Why am I being called these names? Am I not enough just the way that I am to these people so they can, accept me?
Hector, my friend, my man, how are you? Thank you so much for such a sweet video. 19 was a really, really hard year for me. I'm still dealing and unpacking some of the traumas that I experienced at that age.
All these episodes that I've tuned in, they have helped me a lot to just open my eyes and tell myself I am enough just the way that I am. I don't need to change anything. Sure, there is always room for some improvement, but we don't need to overcomplicate things.
I'm so happy that you see yourself in my story, that you see yourself in the work, that the book resonates with you, that the podcast is helping you. I wish I would have had a book like the one that I wrote for myself when I was 19. It was one of the reasons why I wrote it. I'm so happy that you're here and that you're doing the hard work of heart work.
So how did you guys met? How long have you guys known each other? I'm very, very curious.
Jamey and I are both Baha'is, and I was starting something called the Spiritual Talk. At my house, I was probably 25 years old, and the Spiritual Talk was basically a gathering where all religions and non-religions were welcome. I invited Jamey to come. He came, and we became very, very close. In fact, that's where he met his now wife, and we've been best friends ever since.
He likes to claim he's the reason for my own marriage and my wife. Every time we have a child, he's like, "You're welcome. You're welcome." So
I'm waiting for my matchmake.
I'm going to be very, very, very picky with you. You're a diamond.
Liz, on the other hand, I was introduced to by a mutual friend. She was somebody that I was following, and I was really loving the work she was doing in the masculinity space. I read her book. I thought her book was brilliant. And more than anything, we both had a love of men, and together we wanted to make a difference. And so we decided to kind of join forces, and we just help each other whenever we can. And it's become a really beautiful friendship over the years. And especially this last year, we've gone really deep. And I think the world of her, and I think she is such a special person. And I'm so grateful that she's in my life. And I'm so grateful to have her perspective on this podcast. Thank you for your question. Thank you for listening. And you, my friend, are man enough.